Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Thursday. We have a Thursday night NFL doubleheader here for you. We'll be staying in Florida for both our games. First up, it'll be the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Raiders come in at 3-4. The Jaguars, an AFC best, 6-1. The Jaguars can tie the Eagles for the best record in the NFL with a win over the Raiders here this evening. In our second game of the doubleheader, we'll head down to Miami. It'll be the Cowboys and the Dolphins. That game will be played down in Miami, Florida. Dallas has won the last 3 games against Miami. They kind of have their number. We'll see what happens tonight. More on that game when we get there. First up, it'll be the Jaguars and the Raiders. We'll head to the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, Florida for this one. Let's head there now here at Jammin' Sports. Jacksonville, Florida. It's the Raiders and the Jaguars. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 3-4 Raiders, the 6-1 Jaguars. Evil Dead's got Jacksonville by 6. I think that's a safe bet. Jacksonville will get the ball first. We're underway. Fielded by Wheeler, 2 yards deep over the 15-20. And Randall Wheeler out to the 24-yard line. Wheeler playing his former team, the Raiders. He was on there last season. First and 10, Jacksonville, led by their starting quarterback, Billy Joe Booth, in his 10th year out of Kentucky. Jacksonville currently 1 game up in the AFC East on Miami. And they're currently a game and a half up on the Jets, who have won already this week. So the Dolphins and the Jets would love for the Raiders to get the upset today. The Raiders are currently in 4th place in the AFC West, behind the Chargers, Chiefs, and Seahawks. First and 10 from the 24, Booth. Hands off to Josh Allen around the outside. Allen, he's got the sideline. Allen all the way out to the 50-yard line. A 26-yard run by Josh Allen on the first play from scrimmage. The 8th year back out of Oklahoma State. First down, Jaguars. A big gain right away. Josh Allen was the 4th string running back on the Jets last season. Jaguars picked him up. He has a chance to start, and he's doing well. First and 10 from the 50-yard line. Booth in the shotgun on first and 10. Booth, hands off, no, play action looking. Throws downfield, caught by Hayes. Alex Hayes down to the 22 or 28-yard line. A 22-yard gain for Alex Hayes in his 9th year out of Alabama. Chris Viceroy on the tackle for the Raiders. So 2 plays, 2 big gains for Jacksonville. 2 large gains. Jacksonville not wasting any time. All the way down to the Raider 28-yard line. Just underway, live from Jacksonville. First and 10 from the Raider 28-yard line. Booth under center. Booth hands off to Josh Allen. Allen gets 4 yards out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. 6:45 and counting here in the first quarter. Opening drive of the ball game. And the Raiders have yet to be able to stop the Jaguars. 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Booth in the shotgun. Booth fakes the handoff, throws outside, picked off by Chris Viceroy. And Viceroy kind of stuttered there. He gets back to the 32. And the Jacksonville drive comes to a screeching halt as Chris Viceroy, the 12th year safety out of Connecticut, picks it off. He got a little disoriented. He should have just took off. It would have been a pick 6. I think he forgot where he was. And now the Raiders will take over at their own 32-yard line. So the opening drive by the Jaguars comes up empty. And now the Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Raiders at 3 and 4. It's been a rough year so far for them. Jacksonville at 6 and 1. Jacksonville with the best record in the AFC at the moment. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards back. Throws. Gets it out to Clymer. Out to the 45-yard line. Peyton Clymer, a gain of 13. And a Raider first down. The 2nd-year receiver out of Tennessee. If Evil Dead can get both these games right today, he'll be 20 games over 500. He's currently 53 and 35. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Edwards hands off to Orlando Cousins, and Cousins goes nowhere. Loss of a yard on the tackle. Andres Henderson, the 3rd-year defensive tackle out of Rutgers. Orlando Cousins in his 2nd year out of Louisiana Tech. A loss of a yard, 2nd and 11 for the Raiders at their own 44-yard line. Raiders opening drive. 5 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Empty backfield. Edwards back. Throws to the near side. Caught by Siegel to the Jaguar 48-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Jason Siegel, the 9th-year tight end out of Tulsa. On the tackle, number 24, Tracy Walters, the 9th-year defensive back out of Texas. 5:20 and counting here in the first quarter, no score. 3rd and 2 from the 48. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins to the Jaguar 44-yard line. A gain of 4 yards and a Raider first down. So we watch it again. He picks up the first down by a couple of yards, maybe a yard. On the tackle, it was Barrett Briggs, the 7th-year safety out of Florida, the former Falcon, one of 8 former Falcons on the Jaguars. 1st and 10 for the 44-yard line in the I formation. Edwards hands off to Cousins, and Cousins goes down. Just a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Nice tackle there by Jesse Jones, the 5th-year linebacker out of Ole Miss. Another former Falcon, Jesse Jones. On 2nd and 9, Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins to the 41. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 6. On the tackle that time, Spencer Estes, the 8th-year safety out of Delaware State. Big 3rd down for Oakland here at the Jacksonville 41-yard line. Three receivers to the near side. Edwards in the gun. Edwards back. Throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Broken up by Matthew Lewis, the linebacker, in his 13th year out of Michigan. It'll be 4th down. The Raiders' drive stalls out, and they'll have to punt. Adrian Murphy will come in to punt. .348 left in the first quarter, no score. Murphy gets the punt away, aiming for the sideline, and it's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Nice punt by Murphy, the rookie at the University of Washington. And now Jacksonville will get it for the second time at their own 4-yard line. 1st and 10.
Hi.
Misty's back. We're live from the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. I still call it the Gator Bowl. Sounds better than whatever they call it now. On 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line, in the offset eye, Booth hands off to Josh Allen, and Allen is going to lose 2 yards. On the tackle, Leighton Cripps, the 7th-year defensive tackle out of Kansas State. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. He loses a yard. On 2nd down from the 2-yard line, 3:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Jaguars in the I formation. Booth hands off to Allen up the middle, and Josh Allen out to the 9. A gain of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. I wonder why he stopped. He should have kept going. He would have picked up at least 5 more yards. He came to a halt here. I don't know why. So the Jaguars face a big 3rd down. It's dead. Less than 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd and 4 from the 9-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the gun. Booth looking, throws to the near side. Caught by Hayes. Alex Hayes out to the 21. A gain of 12 yards. And a Jaguar first down. As Jacksonville gets out beyond the 20-yard line. On the tackle, number 24, Eldon McCorkle in his 6th year out of Syracuse. 2:25 and counting here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Booth under center. Booth hands off to Allen again, and Josh Allen out to the 26. Let's take a look at some lineups. We haven't done that yet. Jaguar offense. Up front, Palmer, Akers, Rackley, Sitton, and Polk. And then it's Hayes, White, Allen, Williams, and Chase. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 26-yard line. On 2nd and 5. Booth draws back. Booth looks, throws to Hayes. And Hayes gets down to the 37-yard line.
It's just that she takes this out. She takes it out before she throws. Sometimes it takes blankets a long time to ground. Especially a big heavy one like this.
A minute 30 left to play here in the first quarter. Jaguars out to the Raider 37-yard line. Booth under center. Booth hands off to Allen around the outside, and Allen, a flag is down as he gets hit. Let's sort this one out. This may be on Cripps. It's a face mask.
Defense.
On Leighton Cripps, number 93. 15-yard penalty for Jacksonville. And that'll move it out to the 48-yard line of the Raiders. With 1:14 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Jacksonville got close on the opening drive but then threw a pick. And then the Raiders had to punt. So this is Jacksonville's second possession. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth, play action. Throws, dumps it off to Williams. Jamie Williams, the former 49er. The 14th year tight end out of Maryland. A gain of 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. Under a minute left in the first quarter, no score. Coming up on 40 seconds left. On 2nd down, Booth looking, throws to the near side to Williams. And Jamie Williams out of bounds after a 7-yard gain down to the 31-yard line. And that'll stop the clock with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Jacksonville on the move again. Chris Viceroy pushed him out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth looking. Booth in trouble, gets sacked back at the 40-yard line. Robert Smith, number 96, in his 14th year out of Oregon, gets the sack. A loss of 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 19. Jacksonville having a little bit of difficulty here today with the Raiders. Some of it is self-inflicted. Other times, not so much. It'll be 2nd and 19, but that's the end of the first quarter. No score here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida, week number 8. Here at Jammin' Sports, the 3-4 Raiders, the 6-1 Jaguars. Evil Dead's got the Jaguars by 6 in this one. We're scoreless as we start the second quarter. Jacksonville has it 2nd and 19 from the Raider 40-yard line. Billy Joe Booth in the shotgun for the Jaguars. On 2nd down, looking. Throws outside, caught by Chase. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Nathan Chase, the much-traveled wide receiver in his 12th year out of Hawaii. Formerly with the Dolphins, Eagles, and Seahawks. And now he's on the Jaguars. A gain of 8. It'll bring up 3rd and 11. Big 3rd down from the Raider 32-yard line. Good crowd here tonight on this Thursday. I appreciate it. Booth draws back. Looking. Throws. Caught by Hayes all the way down to the 17-yard line. Alex Hayes, 15 yards and a Jacksonville first down. That'll move the chains. The Raiders come in at 3-4. They're currently in 4th place in the AFC West. The Jaguars come in with an AFC best 6-1 record in 1st place in the AFC East. Miami 1 game back. Miami plays next against the Cowboys. and the Jets a game and a half back. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line in the I formation. Booth to Allen, and Josh Allen is going to be brought down at the 19-yard line, loss of a yard. Levi Gray, the linebacker, in his 7th year out of Nebraska, on the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. I know I'm up against the real NFL tonight. Thursday night football. Giants and the 49ers are on. But my NFL's better. All the football and none of the problems. 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Booth to Allen up the middle, and Josh Allen down to the 15. That'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 8. On the tackle that time, number 52. That's James Kingston, the 8th-year linebacker out of LSU. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 15-yard line. Booth back. Booth looking. Throws, dumps it off to Reed. And Reed gets back. No, actually, he can't hold on. Incomplete. He dropped it. That was Brad Reed, the 10th-year receiver out of Tennessee. Couldn't hold on. It'll bring up 4th down. Jacksonville will have to kick a field goal. Noah White will come in. This will be a 32-yard attempt to get the Jaguars on the board first. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jaguars lead it 3-0. 6:16 left in the first half. Live from the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week number 8 here at Jammin' Sports. We've got the Cowboys and the Dolphins up next. The second half of our doubleheader. We'll be down in Miami for that one. Dallas has won 3 in a row against the Dolphins. They don't play every year, but they play every 3rd year. It's been a while since Miami's beaten Dallas. Noah White will kick off. This will be fielded by Cousins at the 2-yard line, over the 20, 25. And Orlando Cousins out to the 29-yard line. First down, Raiders. Down 3-0. Taking a look at next week, who they playing in week number 9. Jacksonville will host the Jets, and that's a monster game, especially if the Raiders were to win this game. And the Raiders play at Kansas City next week. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. 4 receivers wide for the Raiders. Edwards under center. Edwards drops back. Edwards dumps it off to Clymer. He can't hold on. Oh, that was nearly intercepted. Mackenzie Jackson got his hands on it but couldn't hold on. Raiders dodge a bullet on that one. That'll stop the clock with 6:07 left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 10. Raiders from their own 29. Jaguars up 3-0. It was Evil Dead's idea to bring the Jaguars back. I'm glad we did. They're 6-1. Off to a great start. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Edwards under center. Edwards drops back, dumps it off to Clymer, and Peyton Clymer gets out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. The 2nd-year receiver out of Tennessee on the tackle. Mackenzie Jackson, the 9th-year defensive tackle out of Clemson. It'll be 3rd and 1. In the I formation. Edwards, play action. Dumps it off to Connor. And that's the fullback, John Connor, the Terminator, in his 10th year out of Kentucky. And that's good for a first down out to the 43-yard line, a gain of 5. I know, John Connor was not the Terminator, but he was the guy that the Terminator was trying to kill. First and 10 from the 43-yard line. 5:27 and counting. In the I formation. Edwards, play action. Edwards rolls out, throws deep, and is picked off by Briggs. Barrett Briggs brings it back across midfield, down the sideline, and finally Edwards comes over and tackles him out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Barrett Briggs, the former Falcon, in his 7th year, the safety out of Florida. That's a big return. Let's see where he picked this off at. I didn't see the yardage. I'm looking at my replay on my laptop. He picked it off at about the 32. So 18 and 19. That's 37 yards on the return. All the way down to the Raider 31-yard line. Jacksonville in good shape now. Deep in Raider territory following the turnover. Let's see if they can capitalize. 5:10 remaining. We're here in the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida, in the first half. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Cowboys and Dolphins up next. Booth under center. Booth, play action, looking, steps up, throws deep, caught by Chase. Nathan Chase, all the way down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 26 yards and a Jacksonville first down. It'll be first and goal. Jaguars from the Raider 5. We've got the Dolphins and Cowboys up next, and then we'll be off tomorrow. I got high school football tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Saturday with at least 3, maybe even 4 games on Saturday, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern. First and goal. Yeah, they should be. Booth to Allen, and Josh Allen, 2 yards down to the 3-yard line. Misty says she'll do a game tomorrow. It'll be second and goal from the 3-yard line. Sam Watkins made the tackle for the Raiders on the previous play. 4:15 and counting. They spread the receivers wide. Booth in the gun. Booth looking. Booth throws back in the end zone. Incomplete. Brad Reed was out of bounds. It'll be third and goal. Jacksonville is dominating statistically, but they're only up 3-0. Some missed opportunities by the Jaguars. Third and goal from the 3-yard line. In the offset eye, Booth under center. Booth, play action, rolls out. And Booth is going to take off and get in there himself. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run by Billy Joe Booth, Evil Dead's favorite quarterback. He took it himself. The 10th year quarterback out of Kentucky. I think the Raiders hesitated and allowed Booth to get in there. And now Noah White will come on for the extra point as the Jaguars are up 9-0. The 4th year kicker out of LSU. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jaguars lead at 10-0. 4:03 remaining in the first half. Live from the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week 8 here at Jammin' Sports. Jaguars well on their way to being 7-1. Jaguars' only loss was to New England. Believe it or not. And that was back in week 4, 31-7. Of all the teams to beat Jacksonville, it was New England up at Foxborough. Noah White will kick off for the Jaguars with 4:03 left to play here in the first half. There's the kickoff. Fielded by East at the 2-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And James East brings it out to the 28-yard line. The 11th year receiver out of North Carolina, the former Giant. Giants let him go. Raiders picked him up. Evil Dead's got the Jaguars by 6. What about you? What? Misty thinks the Jaguars are going to win by 10. Well, they're up by 10 currently. First and 10 Raiders from their own 28-yard line. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Orlando Cousins. A 4-yard gain out to the 32-yard line. Lee Gold, the linebacker in his 14th year out of Alabama, makes the tackle. The former Bengal, Lee Gold. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 32-yard line. Edwards under center. Edwards to Cousins up the middle, and Orlando Cousins, a 9-yard gain out to the 41-yard line. First down Raiders. On the tackle, Matthew Lewis, the linebacker, but it's a first down for the Raiders. Oakland trying to get a score before halftime. They're down 10-0. First and 10. Raiders from their own 41. They come out in the I formation. Edwards to Cousins, gets outside. Orlando Cousins out to the 43. A gain of 2 yards and bring up 2nd and 8. Randall Wheeler, the former Raider, number 31, making the tackle, the 7th-year defensive back out of Miami. Wheeler spent 6 years with the Raiders, now in his first year with the Jaguars. On 2nd and 8. Edwards in the gun. Edwards hands off to Jenkins, and Don Jenkins 2 yards out to the 45. Jenkins in his 3rd year out of Indiana. Matthew Lewis on the tackle again for Jacksonville. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. We should be able to get one more play in. On 3rd and 6, 4 receivers set wide. Edwards back. Throws deep. He's got a man, Clymer, all the way down to the Jaguar 25. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. Jaguars up 10-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. That was a 30-yard gain on the previous play. And the Raiders all the way down to the Jacksonville 25. Jaguars lead at 10-0. 2 minutes left in the first half. Raiders trying to get on the board before halftime. Raiders come out. 1st and 10. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards drops back. It's a blitz. And he got hit as he threw. And they're going to get Cousins for a big loss. An 8-yard loss. Making the tackle, Dante Lockwood, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Minnesota. Orlando Cousins had to come back for the ball. He would have been better off dropping it. A loss of 8. They get a loss of 9. It'll be 2nd and 19, back at the 33-yard line. You don't see many pass plays that go for negative 9 yards. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Throws a screen pass to Cousins. And Cousins only gets a yard, if that much. On the tackle, number 94, Andres Henderson, the third-year defensive tackle out of Rutgers. It'll bring up 3rd and 19 for the Raiders. Raiders currently on the very edge of field goal range at the 34-yard line. It'd be a 51-yard field goal from here. 3rd and 19, coming up on a minute left in the half. Edwards in the gun. Edwards to Cousins up the middle, and Cousins fumbles, and the Jaguars pick it up. Anthony Nisa made the hit and recovered the fumble. And now with 58 seconds left in the half, the Jaguars get it back. Was he down? Was Cousins down? No, that ball's out. That ball's clearly out. So the Jaguars will take over now. And Jacksonville still has 3 timeouts with 58 seconds left. They'll start from their own 33-yard line, up 10-0. Let's see if the Jags can make it a 3-possession game. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth looking. Booth throws. Dumps it off to Hayes. Out to the 44. Alex Hayes. A gain of 11. First down, Jaguars, and they take a timeout. They have 2 left with 53 seconds left in the half. We've got the Cowboys and the Dolphins up next. We'll head down to Miami for that one. Interconference matchup. Second half of our doubleheader. 1st and 10 Jaguars from the 44. 4 receivers spread wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth takes the snap. Rolls out, in trouble, breaks the sack, but not the second. Oh, breaks 2 sacks. Throws the ball, gets it to Chase. Oh my goodness. Billy Joe Booth, he's the man. He broke 2 sacks. He manages to get a 14-yard gain out of it and a Jacksonville first down. He broke not 1 but 2 sacks. And now the Jaguars have it at the Raider 42-yard line, 1st and 10. That's Evil Dead's quarterback right there, Billy Joe Booth. Need to trade him to the Jets. Just kidding. Jets already have a good quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth drops back. Throws. Dumps it off to Allen. And Josh Allen just 2 yards out to the 40-yard line. Make it a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Chris Viceroy on the tackle. 30 seconds and counting. Jacksonville with 1 timeout, holding on to it. Let's see if the Jags can get into field goal range before halftime. "25 seconds. 2nd and 9 from the 40. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth will drop back. Throws outside, caught by Williams. And Jamie Williams down to the 33-yard line. Jacksonville will take their final timeout with 7 seconds left until half. This would be a 50-yard field goal attempt. They'll probably try it. Noah White will come on out. Let's see if he can nail one from 50 yards. We haven't mentioned the weather. Nice day here in Jacksonville. Mostly sunny, 72 degrees. Late October weather. Noah White from 50 yards to put the Jaguars up by 13. The kick is up, and that one looks on target, and that one looks good. Noah White nails it from 50. That would have been good from 55. He got all of that one. And the Jaguars lead it now 13-0. That would have been good from 60. He nailed that one. The fourth-year kicker out of LSU. 3 seconds left. So Jacksonville will kick off. We're almost at halftime. So far, so good, Evil did. He picked the Jaguars by 6. They're up by 13 at the moment. There's the kick. Fielded by Cousins at the 2-yard line, over the 20, 25, and we go to halftime. Halftime score, Jacksonville 13, Oakland nothing, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week 8, the Jaguars and the Raiders. And Jacksonville leads at 13-0 as we get set for the second half. The Raiders at 3-4, the Jaguars at 6-1. If the Jaguars win, they'll be tied with Philadelphia for the best record in the league at 7-1. And interesting enough, even though the AFC East is playing the NFC East, the one team that Jacksonville doesn't play is Philadelphia. They play the other 4 teams. Just like the only team Miami doesn't play is the Giants. The Jets, I don't think, play the Redskins. That's the team they don't play. Etc., etc. Well, they only play 4 of the 5. There's the kick. Fielded by East at the 3-yard line, and James East brings it out to the 26-yard line. Misty's DoorDash is blowing up. That's the thing, you come in too early. Yep. It'll be 1st and 10 Raiders from their own 26-yard line. Down by 13. Kevin Edwards, the 12th-year quarterback out of Army. Let's see if he can finally get something going. The Raiders only had 80 yards of total offense in the first half. I saw that stat at halftime. Edwards to Cousins up the middle. Orlando Cousins, a nice gain. Stays on his feet all the way out to the 45. A gain of 19 yards by Orlando Cousins. First down, Raiders. And the Jaguar at their own 45-yard line. It's a long cross-country trip for the Raiders from Oakland to Jacksonville. Plus, they're playing an early afternoon game, which would be 10 in the morning out west. If I was a coach of a West Coast team, I would start practices at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. 1st and 10, Edwards to Cousins. Cousins out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Jesse Jones on the tackle. The reason being I would start practice that early is because if you're a West Coast team and you go east and play the early game, you're playing at 10 in the morning Pacific time. On 2nd and 7, Edwards back. Edwards throws, tries to get to Clymer. Broken up by Barrett Briggs, the 7th-year safety out of Florida. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. You want your players' internal clock to be ready for football. It would help with jet lag and all that. 3rd and 7 from the 48-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Throws downfield. Caught by East. No, incomplete. Broken up by number 35. That's Spencer Estes, the safety. It'll be 4th and 7, and the Raiders are going to have to punt. And now Adrian Murphy will come in to punt once again. Gets the punt away. High punt. And that's out of bounds at the 24-yard line. That's a 28-yard punt. And now Billy Joe Booth will come back out as Jacksonville will have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Jaguars up 13-0. They can make it a 3-possession game here with a touchdown. The first game of our doubleheader here. The second game is Dallas at Miami. It's up next. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Booth under center. Booth will drop back. Throws downfield. Nearly picked off. Levi Gray, the 7th-year linebacker out of Nebraska. It hit his hands. He couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10. Oh, he should have had that. That was right in his hands. That's why you play defense. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Jaguars at their own 24-yard line. 6:43 left in the third quarter. 5 receivers set wide. Empty backfield for Booth. Booth back to throw. Throws downfield, caught by Williams. Down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 17 yards to the big tight end, Jamie Williams. First down, Jaguars. I tell you what, the 49ers let him go because they thought he was too old. Well, he's done wonders for the Jaguars. Yeah, you give him a good offensive line, he'll pick you apart. Billy Joe Booth, a decent quarterback. He's not like Brady level, but he's a good quarterback. You give him time. 1st and 10, Booth. Play action, watch out. Has a quick release to Williams down to the 33-yard line. An 18-yard gain. That's the thing about Booth. He's got such a quick release. You saw it right there. He was about to be nailed, and he got the ball out to Williams. That's a veteran quarterback right there. .554 and counting in the third quarter. Jaguars all the way down to the Raider 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Booth under center. Booth hands off to Allen, and Allen's going to lose a yard back to the 34-yard line. On the tackle that time, number 29, Ryan Hunt. The free safety came up on the safety blitz in his 13th year out of Texas. It'll be 2nd and 11 back at the 34-yard line. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the gun. Booth drops back. Dumps it off to Allen underneath. And Josh Allen down to the 31. A gain of 3 yards. Russell Smith, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 10th year out of Alabama. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Jaguars. So a big third down coming up for Jacksonville. They are in field goal range. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the shotgun. Booth will drop back. Booth looking. Booth is going to take off. He's got the first down. Oh, he fumbles. The Raiders got him in a sandwich, and he fumbled the ball. And the Raiders take over at their own 15. He got sandwiched between 2 Raiders and coughed it up. Let's watch this again. He got hit trying to see who made the initial hit, trying to pick up the number. It was Russell Smith, number 53. And just when you thought the Jaguars, that's 2 drives that the Jaguars should have got points now. Just when you thought they were going to go up by 3 scores, the Raiders take over at their own 15-yard line. That's right, you got to slide. You got to slide, Billy Joe, slide. Slide, Billy Joe, slide. 1st and 10 for the 15-yard line. In the I formation. Edwards hands off to Jenkins. Don Jenkins, a big gain. Jenkins all the way out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 14 yards to the 3rd year back out of Indiana. Don Jenkins. First down, Raiders. Barrett Briggs on the tackle. Here's the thing. Jacksonville's letting the Raiders hang around. First and 10 from the 29-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins to the 31-yard line. Anthony Nisa on the tackle. A gain of 2 to be 2nd and 8. Under 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Raiders spread the receivers out. Edwards in the shotgun on 2nd down. Edwards back. Rolls out. Throws downfield. Taylor holds on at the 41-yard line. Making the catch, Matt Taylor, who they picked up from Buffalo during the offseason in his 12th year out of Kentucky. And that's going to be a gain of 12 yards and a Raider first down. .320 and counting. Here in the third quarter, Jacksonville up 13-0. Raiders from their own 41-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff. Throws deep. Caught by Siegel all the way down to the 37. 21 yards by Jason Siegel, the 7th-year tight end out of Tulsa. Make it the 9th-year tight end out of Tulsa. I left off 2 years. I was thinking of somebody else. In his 9th year. He spent 2 years with Miami, now in his 7th year with the Raiders. 3:05 left to play. In the third quarter, the Raiders trying to make it a one-possession game. First and 10 from the Jacksonville 37-yard line. Edwards under center. Hands off to Cousins up the middle, and Orlando Cousins down to the 31. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Barrett Briggs on the tackle for the Jaguars, the safety. 2:35 and counting in the third. Raiders on the move at the Jacksonville 31. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards to Cousins again. And Cousins makes his way down to the 25. A gain of 6 and a Raider first down. I kind of feel momentum shifting here. And if you're a Jaguar fan, that's not good. Matthew Lewis made the tackle for Jacksonville. The 13th year linebacker out of Michigan. We're coming up on 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Raiders for the Jaguar 25. Edwards under center. Edwards will drop back. Throws to the near side. Caught by East inside the 10. Down to the 8. A gain of 17 yards. It'll be 1st and goal Raiders.
Not waiting?
What?
Not waiting?
Jaguars are up 13-0. But the Raiders are getting close. The former Giant, James East. Giants let him go. He was a free agent. And the Raiders picked him up. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Throws a screen to Cousins. And Cousins ends up losing a yard. Back to the 9. Lee Gold on the tackle. The linebacker for the Jaguars. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 9. A minute 10 and counting. 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Raiders come out. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Jenkins. And Don Jenkins makes his way down to the 5. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal. On the tackle that time, number 51, Jesse Jones, the 5th-year linebacker out of Ole Miss. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Raiders come out. 5 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. And he gets sacked back at the 15-yard line. On the sack, Seth Barnhart, the 6th-year safety out of Western Michigan, comes in on the safety blitz, the corner blitz, and gets the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd and goal, or 4th and goal, back at the 15-yard line. The Raiders will have to kick a field goal. Juan Harvell from 32 yards to get the Raiders on the board. The kick is up, and it's good. And that's also the end of the third quarter. Jaguars up 13-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida, Week 8. The Raiders and the Jaguars. The Jaguars lead it 13-3 as we start the fourth quarter. The Raiders come in at 3-4. The Jaguars at 6-1. Still a 2-possession game in favor of the Jaguars. Adrian Murphy will kick off for the Raiders. So Murphy will kick. Fielded by Hayes at the 1-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. They mark him down at the 25-yard line. Alex Hayes on the return. Now the Jaguars will take over up by 10. Billy Joe Booth comes back out. Plenty of time left for the Raiders to get a stop and come back. Evil Dead's got the Jaguars by 6, so he's hoping the Raiders do not come back. What he really needs is the Jaguars to get another score here. 4 receivers set wide. Booth in the gun. On 1st and 10. Booth fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught by Chase. A one-handed catch. You see that? A 14-yard gain. First down, Jaguars, out to the 39. He stuck his right hand up and hauled it in. Watch this. And he definitely got both feet in. It'll be 1st and 10 Jaguars at their own 39. Billy Joe Booth under center. Drops back to throw. Booth looking. Dumps it outside to Little. And Little out to the 46-yard line. David Little, the former Falcon tight end in his 11th year out of Oregon's Oklahoma State. A gain of 7 will be 2nd and 3. Well, Misty took the Jaguars by 10, and they're currently up by 10, 13 to 3. At the moment. On 2nd and 3 from the 46-yard line. Booth draws back. Throws downfield. Incomplete. He overthrew his intended receiver. He was looking for Brad Reed. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 at the 46. 7:10 remaining. We're in the 4th quarter. Jacksonville up 13-3. 5 receivers set wide on 3rd down. Booth in the shotgun, empty backfield. Booth back. Throws. Incomplete. Totally missed his target. Looking for Brad Reed again. It'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to have to punt. Cody Meyer, the former Jet, will come in to punt for Jacksonville. Out of North Dakota State in his 8th year. Gets the punt away. Going for the sideline. Is out of bounds at the 15. Nice punt by Cody Meyer. And now Kevin Edwards and the Raiders offense will come back out. Just over 7 minutes left in regulation. Jaguars up 13-3. Raiders can make it a one-possession game with any type of score. Still plenty of time for the Raiders. 5 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Throws outside. Wide open is Crosland. And Crosland out to the 25-yard line. Levi Crosland, the rookie out of Virginia. A gain of 10 and a Raider first down. Crosland's first catch of the day. Well, the Raiders are on the move. On the tackle, number 52, Matthew Lewis once again, the linebacker. Lewis has been everywhere today. .640 and counting. 1st and 10 Raiders from their own 25. 3 receivers to the near side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff. Edwards rolls out. And a flag is down. He's going to take off. And he gets out to about the 36. But I think they're going to get the Raiders for holding here.
Holding offense.
Yepper. That's on Edwin Jenkins, the left tackle. 10-yard penalty. What happened a yard downfield? Well, no, it's half the distance to the goal line. There you go. It'll be 1st and 19 back at the 17-yard line. .620 and counting. 3 receivers to the near side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Steps up. He's going to take off again. And Kevin Edwards out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 16. He got most of it back. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. The 12th year quarterback out of Army, Kevin Edwards. He spent 1 year with the Browns, now in his 11th year with the Raiders. 2nd and 3 from the 33-yard line. Edwards under center. Barnett in motion. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins gets nailed back at the 32-yard line. Barrett Briggs comes up and makes the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Coming up on 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Clock is running. We're in the 4th quarter. Jaguars up by 10. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards will drop back. Dumps it off to Cousins. A gain of 5 out to the 37-yard line. A Raider first down, but the clock continues to move. We're at the 5-minute mark. We've got the Cowboys and the Dolphins up next. The second game of our doubleheader today. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Edwards in the gun. Edwards fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Caught by Greer. Big gain by Greer all the way down to the 20-yard line. Mason Greer, the rookie out of Louisiana Monroe. Let's get the yardage on that. 30. That's a 48-yard gain to Mason Greer. And the Raiders are now in field goal range, deep in Jaguar territory. What Evil Dead wants is the Jaguars to hold them to a field goal. If they get a touchdown, then it's a 3-point game. And Evil Dead took the Jaguars by 6. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Dumps it off to Crosland. And Crosland down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 6. The rookie out of Virginia. Lee Gold on the tackle for the Jaguars. Under 4 minutes left. Clock is running. 2nd and 4 from the 13-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Jenkins in motion. Edwards looking. Throws outside to Jenkins. And he's going to be nailed for a 3-yard loss back to the 16-yard line. That was not a well-designed play. Barrett Briggs came up and made the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 at the 16-yard line. The Jaguars were right there, didn't fool anybody. They pushed him out of bounds. That should have stopped the clock. Nope, the clock is running. 3rd and 6 from the 16. Raiders come out in the offset eye. 3rd down. Edwards hands off to Jenkins. And Jenkins breaks the tackle. Jenkins on second effort gets down to the 9. A gain of 7 yards and a Raider first down. I thought the Jaguars had him wrapped up about 3 yards back. But second effort by Jenkins, and he gets the first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9. Under 3 minutes left to play. Jaguars up 13-3. 1st and goal Raiders from the 9-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards pump fakes. Throws to the end zone. Caught by East. Touchdown. Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown catch by James East. And Oakland has made it a one-possession game. The 11th year receiver out of North Carolina, the former Giant, James East, spent 10 years with the Giants, now in his first year with the Raiders. Jaguars are still up by 4 at the moment, with the extra point coming. Juan Harvell will come on, the 3rd-year kicker out of Indiana, for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jaguars are now up 13-10 with 2:37 left. Plenty of time for the Jaguars to score again. We're live from the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida, Week 8 here at Jammin' Sports. The 3-4 Raiders, the 6-1 Jaguars. For next season, I'm thinking about using 18 going back 1 year. The only problem is I was looking at this last night. You can't play a game in London. That didn't start till 19. There's no London game. There's the kickoff by Murphy. Fielded by Hayes at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. Alex Hayes out to the 26-yard line. I mean, that's not a deal breaker. It's just something I noticed. There would be no London game next season. We had our first London game this week. We have one more London game next week. The Seahawks and the Bills are in London next week in Week 9. What? Your Buccaneers? When do they play? Oh, they play. The Bucs play probably Saturday at Minnesota. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Booth looking, throws underneath to Williams. And Jamie Williams, on second effort, gets the first down, 11-yard gain. First down, Jags. Two-minute warning coming up. Jacksonville up 13-10. And there's the 2-minute warning. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Gator Bowl, Jacksonville, Florida. Week number 8. Jacksonville trying to hang on and get to 7-1 at the halfway point. The Raiders had pulled to within 3. Jacksonville got a first down right before the 2-minute warning. And now the Raiders are going to have to use their timeouts. 1st and 10 Jags from their own 37. In the offset eye, Booth under center. Booth to Allen, and Josh Allen is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Raiders take a timeout. They have 2 left. A minute 55 remaining. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Jacksonville at their own 37. Cowboys and Dolphins up next. We'll go about 350 miles down the coast to Miami. People forget how long Florida is. I've driven from Jacksonville to Miami. It takes forever. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. Booth to Allen, and Josh Allen tries to get outside. 3 yards out to the 40-yard line. The Raiders take a timeout. Robert Smith on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Jaguars. Big third down right here. I remember I hit Jacksonville at about 5 in the evening. And I didn't get to my parents' house in Miami until 11:30. And that's taking the turnpike and everything. It takes a long time to go from Jacksonville to Miami. 3rd and 7 from the 40-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Booth in the shotgun. Booth will drop back. Throws downfield. Caught by Reed. He holds on at the 44-yard line. And the Raiders take their final timeout with a minute 45 left. A 16-yard gain by Brad Reed, the 10th-year receiver out of Tennessee, the former Seahawk and Redskin, Brad Reed. He spent 8 years with Washington, a year with Seattle, and now his first year with Jacksonville. Raiders are out of timeouts. There's really no incentive now for Jacksonville to score again. Booth under center on first down. Booth will hand off to Allen, and Josh Allen out to the 36. A gain of 8. Going to bring up 2nd and 2. A minute 30 and counting. The Raiders are out of timeouts. Jacksonville might be able to run the clock out. Neither one of you is going to get this right. He took Jacksonville by 6. They're up by 3. And you took them by 10, and they're only up by 3. So you both are going to get this wrong. On 2nd and 2, Booth to Allen. And Allen makes his way down to the 36. No gain. Going to bring up 3rd and 2. Under a minute left. Jacksonville will be 7 and 1 at the halfway point. And the Raiders are going to drop to 3 and 5. This will be the last snap of the ball game. The Jags don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. In the victory formation, Booth takes a knee. And that'll do it. Evil Dead's going to drop to 53 and 36. Final seconds will tick away. Your final score, Jacksonville 13, the Raiders 10. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Cowboys, Dolphins up next. We'll see you then.